Good. At this stage, you have the change that you'd like to make. You have the point X, the action that you'd like the audience to take to show that they're engaged. You've got your grabber, the moment where this became important to you. Now we're going to develop the benefits. What I want you to do is take a pen and a page, set a timer for 3 minutes, and write as many benefits to the audience of making this change. And I really want you to go writing until the time stops. Don't just write down the first 3 ideas that come to your mind. Have your pen touching the paper and write down every idea you can think about how it's going to affect the audience. Now, there's 3 reasons why we as human beings change: pain, pleasure, and avoidance of future pain. So benefits that touch on those 3 types of thing are the most powerful. And as you're writing down these benefits, if you have strange ideas, absurd ideas, put them down, because often a very absurd benefit triggers a different type of perspective that you can have on how this change will affect the audience. And if you're finding that it's hard for you to picture the world from the view of the audience, well, then you need to get out there and speak to them. Ask them about the challenges they face. Ask them about what they would like to have happen. And really get to know what ways, in a meaningful way, will this change the life of the people you're speaking to. So you've got a list of 20 benefits, and I'd like you to stop this video until you've got those 20 different benefits written down. Out of the 20 benefits, we're going to identify the 3 most important benefits. And question for you: 3 most important benefits to whom? To yourself? No, to them. And each time the audience changes, you need to stop and rethink this. As you change audience, what's important to them will change. And it's important that you adjust to what the audience needs to hear. So you've got your 3 benefits. The first thing I'd like you to do is reduce them down each to a single word. They will have more friends. Friends. They will have more money. Money. It's possible and they have the resources to be able to do it. They can. So you reduce each of the benefits down to 1 single word. So you've got 3 single words. Again, you're going to find a text box below this video, and we'd like you to enter those 3 single words into that text box so that you can move on. With the 3 words, we're going to use specific types of evidence to support that to the audience. And there's a PDF below listing many different types of evidence that you can use in a persuasive speech that has a positive impact on the audience. Generic explanation is not a powerful way of conveying that it's important to the audience. There's 3 types of evidence that I would like you to use in working this worked example today. For the first word, I'd like you to use a statistic. A statistic is a source and a number. So say if your word was health, a good statistic would be the World Health Organization publication from December 2019. 80% of people who live to 100 years old are vegetarian. You've got a source plus a number. The second word, I'd like you to use expert testimony. The name of somebody who is credible and the words that they use. The words of someone else. So Nelson Mandela said, or Bill Gates said. Who is highly credible, and you can use their words to support your second word. And for the third word, I'd like you to use an example. And there's 2 types of example. So one is out there in the world, this has already been tried. Maybe if it's something about the school system. 4 years ago in Finland, they made this change in primary schools. Today in Finland, 12-year-olds coming out of primary school are 4 years ahead of other OECD countries on reading, writing, and mathematics. 4 years ahead. So an example where your change is already working. The second type of example is one from your own life, where this is a change that you made a couple of years ago or a couple of months ago. And what you'll share is, 2 years ago, I was lost. I made this change. And the person speaking to you today is transformed from that lost person from 2 years ago. And the personal example is a very compelling evidence in a persuasive speech. So again, for your 3 words, the first one you're going to find a statistic, source plus number. The second one you're going to find expert testimony, the name of a credible expert and the words they said. And the third, an example, either an example where this is working out there in the world or an example from your own life of where this change has had an impact on you. So again, put the 3 single words into the text box below and look forward to seeing you in the next video.